Hello and welcome to Camper Van Chat, which today I'm actually bringing to you from the roof of my van. I've got this fantastic backdrop to me. This is the Vistula River in northern Poland. I'm at a campsite which is part of the marina in Grudziądz, which is, as I said, northern Poland. The marina, so the river port of the town. It's comparatively new. The structure here at the campsite is more or less brand new. I don't think it's been open. The marine itself's only been open until 2014. I think the campsite's probably only 2 or 3 years old. So it's really quite great. It's in an urban setting. You can hear behind me. You've got the cars. And but to the old town, we've got a 10-minute walk, and it's super in my opinion. This is just the sort of place that really does appeal to me. It won't appeal to everybody, I realise that. We've got a busy bridge beside me, and that noise certainly will be all night. Anyway, having introduced where I am, I'm now going to actually answer some questions. And one of the questions I get quite a lot is, I'm not particularly comfortable. I'm trying to I've got the camera set up to try and get the river in the background, which makes it a bit more difficult for me. So the question I often get asked is about, can I talk about the quality of the vans that I review? And the reason is this: I know I can't really talk about the quality, because if we're talking about quality as far as motorhomes are concerned, we want to know how they react under pressure, under stress, and in real life use. Now, when you go into a van and people say to me, well, can't you tell from the quality, from the way, can't you tell the quality by the way it looks? And usually the answer is no, I can't. The reason is this: when manufacturers such as big companies such as Hymer Group or Cartago or somebody, what they do is that they have these special test areas, and they've got sort of cobbled roads and bumps in the road, and they've got holes in the road, and they'll drive the van up and down 500 times or something like that, and then from there they can see what comes loose, what doesn't work, what's rattling, and all the rest of it. Now, when you drive a van, you're always going to get rattling. You can hear it. And so when I filmed my journeys, for example, you could hear the rattling in the background. I mean, I don't tend to film the journeys any longer, but when I did, and other people may do it, you get lots of things moving around. You seem to be moving around, and as you get a bit of experience with vans, then you sort of learn how to pack things so things don't move around so much. But what you don't want are things like, for example, the cupboards rattling, because if it rattles sooner or later, it's going to fall off. And so this is the thing which is difficult to tell if you just go into a van and look at it. Now, one or two manufacturers, in my opinion, don't look particularly good when you see them. And for example, I did say in a comment, I thought the Benimar vans looked as though they were about to fall to bits as soon as I see them. And somebody wrote to me, well, sir, I've had a Benimar van now for 3 years and everything's great. So okay, so you can't necessarily tell. So this is a very important part, which is very difficult to actually say. The next thing, as far as quality is concerned, it's living quality, particularly living quality in winter. How good is the isolation? And there's various types of isolation. Now, I'll be doing a Mercedes Sprinter conversion before long. I hope. I've been saying this now for 6 months, but I hope I'm going to start doing it. And that I've got materials which are used in the gas industry. So that is used to isolate pipes in Alaska and Siberia and that type of thing. So it's supposed to go down to -80, I think it is. Obviously, it's not the same in a motorhome or a camper van. In this case, we've got glass, we've got the windscreen at the front, we've got a couple of windows, and we'll have these things as well. So it won't go down to -80, but I mean, if I can get it so it'll work well in -35, and the manufacturers assure me that there will be no problem, then that's great. That'll suit me down to the ground. I was at one manufacturer, and they said, I told them about this product, and they said, yes, but cost. Will the purchaser take the cost of the materials? And yes, I do appreciate that you're looking at possibly by the time it's finished, a couple of €1,000 added onto the price. And for a couple of €1,000 you can buy yourself a lot of gas, so maybe you don't want it. Depends how far you actually want to go. Next thing, it might get the question is, how good are these soft furnishings? Unfortunately, in this case, I haven't got a clue. I can tell from this t-shirt or something if something is good. I cannot tell if it's in how good the seat covers are or something like that. No one ever taught me that, and so I'm sorry, I don't know. So, right, so that is one question I've tried to answer, but what I can tell you is this: when I take a van out, and I have done longer tours in vans, for example, I was in a Sunlight van. I had it for about 3,000 kilometers over a 1 month period, and that then, yeah, I do get a better idea how it works in the cold and all the rest of it. I took a Hymer S 500 van out in January of 2017, and then with that, yes, I from being rather negatively disposed towards the van, I thought it was absolutely fantastic afterwards. Indeed, I thought if I had the cash myself, that's just what I'd want to buy. The isolation was brilliant. It was so easy to drive. That's the sort of thing that for me is really good. Okay, it was a bit small inside, but what can you expect from a van? It's only 565 centimeters long. Right, good. So if you've got questions, please do write them down, and I shall try to answer them. Thank you.